and this is x2, y2, and coordinates of P usually we take xy. And what is the ratio? Ratio is m1, m2. The question is find the ratio. So m1, m2 is asked. The line segment joining the points. So the line segment joins these two. So one is A, the other one is B. This is divided by, so P divides. Therefore by section formula, coordinates of P are m1 x2, m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So xy is given. So I substitute the values of xy. m1 we are asked to find out. x2 value is 6. m2, x1 is minus 3. m1 plus m2. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. Simplifying, we get minus 1 6s, 6 m1 minus 3 m2 upon m1 plus m2, and here minus 8 m1 plus 10 m2 upon m1 plus m2. So we are going to equate both the coordinates. When two coordinates are equal, corresponding first coordinates are equal, corresponding second coordinates are equal. So minus 1 equal to the first coordinate this, or we can equate 6 is equal to this. Any one will do. So I take the first number minus 1. Minus 1, we are going to equate with the first coordinate over here, which is equal to 6 m1 minus 3 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Cross multiplying, we will get minus 1 m1 minus m2. If you want, you can write 1, otherwise it is understood. 6 m1 minus 3 m2. Now we are going to collect m1 terms on one side, m2 terms on the other side. So minus m2 plus 3 m2 is equal to 6 m1 plus m1. So 2 m2 equal to 7 m1. I want m1 upon m2, right? So m2 is crossing here, it comes down. Already 2 is on the same side, it is not changing its place. Only 7 is crossing, 7 comes down. Therefore, what is the ratio? m1 is to m2. The ratio is 2 is to 7. Find the ratio. So m1 is to m2 is asked, in which the line segment joining a1 minus 5 and b minus 4 5 is divided by x-axis. Also find the coordinates of point of division. So a point on x-axis divides the line segment A and B. Because it's a point on x-axis, we know any point on x-axis is of the form x is 0, means y coordinate is 0. So using this, we are also going to find out coordinate of the point of division. Hope you understood. This is x-axis. A point on x-axis, we don't know whether it is here, 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 anywhere, but it is a point on x-axis. It divides the line segment AB. Because it's on x-axis, it is of which form? X is 0. The ratio is asked, m1, m2 is asked, and we are supposed to find out the value of x also. A is 1 minus 5 and B is 1 minus 4, 5. This is the rough figure of the given question. So I write, let Px0 be a point on x-axis which divides AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. We are going to use section formula. We know xy is m1 x2, m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, m1 y2, m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. We know this is x1, y1, this is xy, and this is x2, y2. The drawing will help you a lot in understanding. So in the place of xy, I am going to substitute x0, m1 remains the same, x2 value is -4, m2, x1 value is 1 upon m1 plus m2. m1 y2 5, m2 y1 -5 upon m1 plus m2. Okay. It is x0 which is equal to -4 m1 plus m2 upon m1 plus m2. Here 5 m1 minus 5 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Okay. Where it is easy to substitute, already x is unknown, so if you compare x with the first coordinate over here, we cannot find out any value. Therefore, we are going to equate 0 with the second coordinate. So equating, we will get 0 equal to 5 m1 minus 5 m2 upon m1 plus m2. So cross multiplying, what we will get, m1 plus m2 into 0 becomes 0. So 0 is equal to 5 m1 minus 5 m2. Therefore, we will get here 5 m1 is equal to 5 m2. Therefore, what is m1 upon m2 is equal to 1 upon 1. 5 gets cancelled, we will get it is equal to 1 upon 1. So, we got the ratio 1:1. Now, we are asked to find out the point of division. What is the point of division? P is the point of division. Its y coordinate is already known, it is 0. So, just we have to find out the x coordinate. So, we are going to substitute x equal to the first coordinate. First, we cannot take these two because x is not known. That is why we have taken 0 equal to this and we got the values of m1 and m2. Now, equating these two, we are going to get the value of x. So, x is equal to minus 4 m1 plus m2 upon m1 plus m2. Substituting the values of m1 and m2, minus 4 into 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1. Minus 4 plus 1 upon 2. So, x is equal to minus 3 upon 2. Therefore, coordinates of P are x0 which is equal to minus 3 upon 2, 0. Exercise 7.2, sixth sum, standard 10th, maths, chapter 7, exercise 7.2, we are continuing. So the sixth sum is, if 1, 2, 4, 5, x6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram. They are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. So if ABCD is a parallelogram, this stands for A, B, C and D. Right? Using this, we are asked to find out x and y. Here we are going to use properties of a parallelogram. Right? In a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. So, which are the diagonals here? Therefore, AC and BD bisect each other. They are the diagonals. According to the property, they bisect each other. What do you mean by bisection? Intersection at the midpoint. So, if you find the midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD, they are equal. That is the meaning of AC and BD bisect each other. Therefore, here I am going to write midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. What is the formula to calculate B midpoint? We know coordinates of midpoint is equal to x2 plus x1 upon 2, y2 plus y1 upon 2. So here we have AC. So what is midpoint of AC? This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Sum of the x coordinates divided by 2. 1 plus x upon 2 and then 2 plus 6 upon 2, which is equal to midpoint of BD. So sum of the x coordinates divided by 2, 4 plus 3 upon 2, y plus 5 upon 2. Hope you understood. Sum of the x coordinates 1 plus x divided by 2. Sum of the y coordinate 2 plus 6 divided by 2. Similarly BD 4 plus 3 divided by 2, y plus 5 divided by 2. So here it is 1 plus x upon 2. When two coordinates are equal, two ordered pairs are equal, we know the term in the first place we can equate together. Similarly in the second place. So 1 plus x upon 2 is equal to 4 plus 3 upon 2. And this 2 plus 6 upon 2 is equal to y plus 5 upon 2. Which are in the first place, we have equated together. Which are in the second place. This 2 gets cancelled on both sides. 1 plus x equal to 7. Therefore, x is equal to 6. And 2 plus 6, 8 is equal to y plus 5. 2 gets cancelled on both sides. Y is equal to 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3. Therefore, we got x equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. Find the coordinates of A, where AB is the diameter of a circle. We know what is the diameter of a circle, which passes through the center. So AB is a diameter. I take the center as P, whose center is 2 minus 3. So center I have marked as 2 minus 3. B is 1, 4. The question is find the coordinates of A. So this A point I have taken as x1. So AB is a diameter and P is the center of the circle. P is the center of the circle. We know this P is equidistant from A and B, right? Therefore, PA is equal to what? Equal to PB. That is, P is the midpoint of AB. So using midpoint formula, we are going to calculate. Hope you understood. Any diameter passes through the center. So the center of the circle is nothing but midpoint of the segment AB. Therefore, using midpoint formula, we are going to calculate the values of x and y. Coordinates of midpoint is sum of the x coordinates divided by 2 and sum of the y coordinates divided by 2. Therefore, coordinates of P is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2, sum of the x coordinate divided by 2, sum of the y coordinates divided by 2. What are the coordinates of P? It is 2 minus 3 is equal to x plus 1 upon 2, y plus 4 upon 2. Now we are going to equate 2 with x plus 1 upon 2. 2 is equal to x plus 1 upon 2. Cross multiplying 4 equal to x plus 1. Therefore, x is 4 minus 1, which is 3. And minus 3 equal to y plus 4 upon 2. Minus 6 equal to y plus 4. So y is equal to what? Y is equal to minus 10. So we got the values of x and y, where x is 3 and y is equal to minus 10. If A and B are minus 2 and 2 minus 4 respectively. Find the coordinates of P such that AP is 3 upon 7 AB and P belongs to AB. So AB is a line segment. Endpoints of the line segments are given minus 2, and this is 2 minus 4. But here a small difference, AP is equal to 3 upon 7 AB. P is a point on AB. Need not be a midpoint, but it is a point on AB. If we are given the ratio of AP and PB, we can take it as M1 and M2. Using section formula, we can find out. But here, the ratio between AP and AB are given, right? So, if AP is 3 upon 4 times AB, what will be PB? Let us find out. We know AB is AP plus PB, right? This the total length can be expressed as AP plus PB. So AB is, in the place of AP, I am going to substitute 3 upon 7 AB plus PB. So AB minus 3 upon 7 AB, I bring this term to the side, which is equal to PB. So 7 AB minus 3 AB upon 7 is equal to PB. So 4 AB upon 7 is equal to PB. But we want ratio of PA and PB only. So I am going to substitute this PA and PB values here. Hence we can find out the ratio of PA and PB. So it is 3 upon 7 AB upon 4 upon 7 AB. AB gets cancelled, 7 also gets cancelled. So what is the ratio we are getting? We are getting the ratio 3 upon 4. So M1 is equal to 3 and M2 is equal to 4. As usual, this is X1, Y1 and this is X2, Y2. Now we are going to use section formula. By section formula, hope you remember the section formula we have done. XY is M1 X2 plus M2 X1 upon M plus N, M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 upon M1 plus M2. Right. Now let us substitute the terms we have marked. XY is XY only. M1 is 3. X2 is 2. M2 is 4. X1 is minus 2. M1 plus M2 is 3 plus 4. Here also it is 3 plus 4. M1 is 3. Y2 value is minus 4. Plus M2 value is 4. Y1 value is minus 2. Simplifying, we'll get XY is equal to 6 minus 8 upon 7. And here minus 12 minus 8 upon 7. Therefore, XY is 6 minus 8 is minus 2 upon 7 and here minus 20 upon 7. So we got the values of XY, which is minus 2 upon 7, minus 20 upon 7. So what are the coordinates of P? Pxy is nothing but minus 2 upon 7 minus 20 upon 7. So here this is the main part, we should remember this one. The ratio of AP and PB are given. Directly we can take this as M1 and M2. But here AP and AB, remember this. Therefore first we have got PB. PA is already given in the question. We got the ratio of PA and PB. This is the main point over here. Ninth question is, find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment joining A minus 2, 2 and B 2, 8 into 4 equal parts. This AB should be divided into 4 equal parts. To divide into 4 equal parts, remember 3 points should be taken in between. So I have taken P as the midpoint of AB. P is the midpoint of AB. Then I have taken Q as the midpoint of AP. and R is the midpoint of PB. Taking like this, we can divide AB into 4 equal parts. So I take, let P is the midpoint of AB. Actually, first we are dividing AB into 2 equal parts. Then each part again we are dividing into 2 equal parts. So how many parts totally we'll get? We'll get 4 equal parts. So P is the midpoint of AB. A is minus 2, 2 and B is 2, 8. P is the midpoint. Therefore, coordinates of P is equal to x2 plus x1 upon 2, y2 plus y1 upon 2. x2 is 2, x1 is minus 2 divided by 2. y2 is 8, y1 is 2 divided by 2. This is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Sum of the x coordinates divided by 2 and sum of the y coordinates. So here we get 0 upon 2, here 10 upon 2. So it becomes what? 0, 5. This is coordinates of P. So P I got it. Now using A and P, we are going to find out Q. P value is 0, 5 and A value is minus 2, 2. A is minus 2, 2. And P is 0, 5. So using the same. Q is the midpoint of PA. Therefore, coordinates of Q is equal to sum of the x values, sum of the x coordinates divided by 2 and sum of the y coordinates divided by 2. So what is the answer we are getting? Minus 2 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 1, and here it is 7 upon 2. This is coordinates of Q. So we got P and Q. What is left over? R. R is the midpoint of which line segment? PB. Therefore, using PB, we are going to get coordinates of R. What is the value of P? 0, 5. So using these two and using midpoint formula, we are going to get coordinates of R. So coordinates of R is equal to 0 plus 2 divided by 2, 5 plus 8 upon 2. 2 upon 2 is 1 and 13 upon 2. So here I forgot to write. R is the midpoint of PB. Therefore, coordinates of PR, we write the answer together, 0, 5. Coordinates of Q, minus 1, 7 upon 2, and R is 1, 13 upon 2. 0, 5. Minus 1, 7 upon 2, and 1, 13 upon 2. The sum is find the area of a rhombus if its vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, minus 1, 4 and minus 2, minus 1 taken in order. We should go either clockwise or anti-clockwise. That is the meaning of taken in order. We should not skip any point in between. So first I have taken 3, 0, followed by 4, 5, minus 1, 4 and the last one is minus 2, minus 1. We are asked to find out area of this rhombus. Let us understand what is the formula to calculate area of the rhombus. Area of the rhombus is half into product of its diagonals. What are the diagonals here? AC and BD. So half into AC into BD. So if you know the values of AC and BD, we can find out area of the rhombus. How to calculate AC? Using distance formula we can calculate AC. Similarly BD. And if we multiply these two with half, we will get area of the rhombus. So AC is, before that I use a distance formula. By distance formula, AC equals 3 minus of minus 1 the whole square plus 0 minus 4 the whole square. 3 plus 1 4 square plus minus 4 the whole square is 16. So 16 plus 16 root of 32. Then comes BD. BD is root of 4 minus of minus 2 the whole square plus 5 minus of minus 1 the whole square. Here 4 plus 2 6 square, 5 plus 1 6 square. So it is 36 plus 36 root of 72. Now let us calculate area of the rhombus ABCD. It is half into AC into BD. It is half into root of 32 into root of 72, which can be written as half root of 32 into 72. 32 can be expressed as 16 twos are and 72 is 36 twos are, which is half. Root of 16 is 4. There is a pair of 2, so I take 1 out. Root of 36 is 6. Gets cancelled. So 24 square units is the area of the rhombus ABC.